in life itself. And you are tuned into The Vibe on air. I'm Mr. D's, your host. If you want to call in today, our number is 216-539-9858. That is the call-in number. You can call in and talk to us or some of our guests. Tonight we got Milano and the barber from Major League Barbershop. We got Joshua Trundle, fitness guru. He's going to be in the building. And we got Tamika Herkley from the Beauty Nook. She's going to be in the building. Over to my side, of course, we got my homeboy straight out of Vegas today. Shout out to PJ.
Man, what's happening? It was a nice trip.
I bet. Shout out to Butta.
Hey.
What's going on, Butta?
I'm excited. I did something really exciting, so I'm waiting for a response. So I can't wait to talk about that.
Okay. And today is going down, man. We're going to have some fun today. It's going to be crazy with all the people that's coming in today. But our issue today, our topic, we're going to start with, PJ wasn't here because he was on vacation, busy doing vacation stuff. We're going to be talking about the N-word.
Oh, I know about that word.
But there's more than just the N-word, too. We're also going to be talking about people who, when people talk about how you speak properly, you sound white.
Is the word
right?
No? Is the N-word no?
No, the N-word is.
The N-word's not no.
Nigga!
Oh.
Let's go right into that right now, as a matter of fact. Let's talk about it. The N-word. It has, it's been ingrained into our mindsets for so long. As a kid, as an adult, everybody black, some form, some fashion, will blurt out the nigga. Say
Black,
nigga. They will.
Mexican, Puerto Rican, yeah.
White people say it now.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's the new epidemic. It's like, as I say, the word I like to use is part of the degradation of black folks. I know Butter got some topic on it. What you got to say?
I do have something to say because a lot of people. I mean, there's two sides to it. It could be very offensive. It is very offensive, and I think if we're gonna start changing things, we have to start accepting what it is and getting rid of it. Find something else to say. But also, a lot of people, I believe, they put a twist on it to make it more acceptable, to take the power out of the word, so it's less offensive. It's almost like saying the word bitch. We mentioned that before in the last show. If my girl says it to me, it's not offensive. It's how you use it. But you use it more often now, so we would get so used to it, so we're not offended. But what people don't realize is, if you're making yourself get used to it, you're accepting it, and that has to change. And I don't think people see it in that way. That's how I feel about it.
I know, growing up as a man and as a boy growing up in, the inner city, is the way I'm gonna put it. We say it all the time. Talk to your homeboy. What's up, my nigga? Oh, that nigga this, that nigga that. Oh, you a silly nigga, man. Nigga this, nigga that. I mean, it's almost, it rolls off the tongue so well sometimes. I mean, Dave Chappelle used it as a way to, part of his career. He's a nigga that say nigga all the time. And he uses it to where it's funny, and he tries to put a twist on it. Like I said last show too. People try to put a positive twist on the word by making it an anagram, by trying to make it seem like it means something else. But I mean, really, it's a lot of negative connotations to the word nigga. We need to find a better alternative for it. What you say, PJ?
It only rolls off the tongue because you're used to saying it. Like
right.
Anything rolls off the tongue if you say it all the time. That's called habit. That's your language. It's like having a second language.
And right. And the point of me saying that is because it's almost a forced habit because you hear it so much. Like nobody in this room grew up with somebody who said it 1,000,001 times when you was 5. Well, look at that little nigga over there acting a fool. That little nigga over there, so it's ingrained in your head. What you think?
Well, I mean, you gotta look at the adaptation of the word. Number one, it started off as nigger, and you know where it comes from. Like we talked about last week, it actually means color. And what is it?
Spanish.
Spanish. Nigger actually is the color black. So slave owners used it. People, racist people use it to call us by the color of our skin, by not just saying black, but by using a word that when you say it that way, nigger, it sounds detrimental. So we then took it as time went on, and we started using it, but it wasn't always used as by black people as a term of endearment either. Sometimes when you use it, most of the time it started off as this nigger. we drop the ER off of it because of the way sometimes that we speak and we use it and we would use it that way. And then as time went on, people started using it and adapting it, and it became accepted into our community. And what a lot of people want to tell you is that we took that word away from them and we took the power out of it. But we didn't take the power out of it because we still get upset when other cultures use it. So in that sense of the matter, the power isn't taken out of it. We feel like we took the power away from other people from using it, because now if a white person says the word, it's an automatic fight. You can't have a white person call a black person a nigga without it being a problem. Right. I can say it to you all day long. I can almost say it to Butter, but that's a different topic. We can say that word and we can use it in rap songs. We can use it in a lot of different meanings, and like just like you said, my nigga, these niggas, man, I hate niggas. Oh man, that nigga over there. You see that nigga over there? Oh, that's my nigga over there. So the way that you say it is actually gives it what it means coming out of your mouth. Right. But it's still not accepted. You can't go to work and use it unless you work for a private business, but that's something different also. It's not an acceptable term unless like, okay, if you're an entertainer, you're in the movies, you're in music, you can say it all day long, But if you're a white entertainer, tread thin ice. Like we talked about on that one TV show, Power, where he said it. Right. And it slipped right in. It slipped right in. I was watching a show. I don't know if people call it, called Atlanta, that just debuted on FX. And actually, what happened though with the word was a white person used it talking to a black guy, and the way, if you looked at the way the black guy was looking at him, his mindset was, does he really use this word when I'm not around? He only uses it around people he knows. And as a matter of fact, the white guy told the same story to a group of black people later on in the show, and he changed the word. So there are times when black people sort of give a pass, if you want to say, to certain other people of different ethnicities. Like if Butter was to say, we probably give her a pass.
It's like if you're cool enough, then you get a pass. Right. It's not fair.
But I don't think, like, I don't give people passes. No, I don't think I'm empowered enough to give you a pass to say it. And I use it. I'm not gonna sit here and be a hypocrite and say I don't use it. I don't allow my kids to use it. I use it. I grew up hearing it. As a matter of fact, the other day in the car, my dad picked us up from the airport. I probably said it 5 or 6 times. It's just something that we've become accustomed to using, and I don't know if it's ever going to change. Honestly, I don't know if you can take that word away. Richard Pryor stopped using it, and a lot of people thought, oh, people get behind Richard Pryor, they love him, he'll stop using it. Dave Chappelle actually started having a problem with it because the network wanted him to use it so much that it just became a situation where he became enslaved by it. So he said he would stop using it, but it hasn't changed anything. We're still using it more and more every single day.
And the crazy thing is like when you speak about Richard Pryor and Dave Chappelle, the more you look at TV now, and
more accepted.
Yeah, it's more accepted. They say nigga on TV and then bleep out other words. Yeah. But they'll say nigga all day on TV, and it don't be BET and TV1. It'll be so many other words. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It'll be on TNT and TBS and any other. It's crazy.
For some reason, black people have this thing, and we should use this to our good. See, they're following everything that we do. When I say they, I mean other cultures follow everything that black people do because we're so popular right now. Things that we do become so popular. So if you look at it, bling bling became a word in the dictionary because Cash Money Records, Lil Wayne, them did their thing with that. And I'm not mad at that. But the word hoodie, if you ever pay attention to the fact that if you go back 5-6 years from now, go backwards, go into the store and look at a sweatshirt, go in Walmart, wherever you go, it'll say hooded sweatshirt. We started calling them hoodies. Hoodies this, oh yeah, my hoodie. Now when you go in the store, it's not even a word. Hoodie is used as a way to describe clothing in an actual retail environment, in an actual corporate store. So it kind of seems like whatever we're doing, whatever trends behind what black people, because we create so many cultures right now, that's what the world's doing.
Right.
So doesn't that give us a foot of power where we should start changing what we're doing?
It's not cool enough. That's the thing. You're not going to get black people to get off of something that they don't feel like, or any group of people. We as a people, as a whole, if you took a poll, probably you would find that most of us don't feel like it's a problem.
So it's cool enough to make a word like thought or fleek, and no one understands what the hell that means.
Mm-hmm. Fleek.
But it's okay. But it's not okay to get rid of the N word.
I'm not saying that it's not okay. I'm just saying that I don't see it happening.
But That's because ignorant people will not disappear.
It's not harmful when we use it. That's the thing. We don't feel harm, and most people will tell you on a weekly or monthly basis how many times they hear other cultures using it. Probably not too many, because most other cultures don't use it in front of us. Maybe on a mistake, maybe in the heat of the moment, and then you already know what happens in the heat of the moment when another culture uses it. It normally starts some type of a fight. So people are scared to use it in front of us. They're afraid because they know the consequences. I mean, you hear a white person say the word nigga, and another white person will go, "Oh man, I was with you till you said that."
Right.
And then it could be like 5 white people, and they walk away from that one white person like,
Do you
man.
think that gives black people a feeling of power?
It
the
does.
fact that they can
Oh,
use
it does. It definitely does.
And I got to chime in on something. It's not about ignorance when people use it, because I know doctors, lawyers, I know counsel people all types of background, and when they may not use it all the time or in public, but when you personally kicking it with somebody, they might, nigga,
I disagree. I don't think that takes away from the ignorance of it. Just because you're educated doesn't mean you can't be ignorant.
And I'm not talking about.
Because you're not.
I'm not talking about the ignorance of the word, though. I'm talking about the ignorance of the people. You said it's still on top of ignorant people.
I disagree, only because it's almost like saying that somebody in a seat of power can't be disrespectful or rude or can't be a bad guy. That's just like, a good guy in a good guy suit turning into a bad guy. So yes, an educated, high-powered male or female, whatever, can be considered ignorant by using that word, because they're not perfect. Just because you're educated does not mean you're perfect.
But that doesn't mean you're ignorant either. If we all have that in, because you use it.
Ignorant not meaning
he uses it. I use
it. Ignorant meaning like disrespectful or rude. Yes. There's 2 different types.
So if I'm talking to PJ and I say, "What's up, my nigga?" like we tend to do, I'm being rude to him.
I think what
in the sense of using the word, yeah.
I think the breakdown becomes from not you being ignorant, but what you did was ignorant. You get what I'm saying? So it's not.
So in that case, we all are ignorant.
We all have every
single
single person has an ignorant tendency. When you use curse words for no reason at all, that's an ignorant thing to do. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you if somebody smashed into your car purposely and you went off and used some curse words that was an ignorant thing to do. It wasn't. It was a reaction.
Right.
But if you just sit here and just out of the blue just want to just use that word, you want to drop the N word. How many times can I drop it? Nigga this, nigga that, nigga that. Like, wow, man, for real? Is that the only word you know? So then that becomes an ignorant action. Doesn't mean you're ignorant, but again, it goes back to how comfortable we are with the word, because just like any other word that you use on a daily basis, it could be a word that you pronounce wrong. You were brought up using that word for whatever reason. You got comfortable with it and nobody corrected you. I know people now to this day who came up in the same way as I did, but would not use that word because they were told not to from the jump. And it was like using the F word or the B word. It fell into the same line.
Right.
If you used the N word in my house, it was kind of like, what did you just say? When you were younger. And then it's kind of like as you grew older, if it slipped out here and there, it wasn't that bad. You drop a curse word and it was over for you. So
that's like with my aunt. She used to have a problem with us saying the word lie. She didn't want us to say.
Storytelling.
Yeah, she said you tell a story. If we said the word lie, you got popped in the mouth real quick.
I have a follower that says, it says white people. I gotta read all of it.
You see the word she just dropped the S
ignorance.
word. That could have been considered as ignorance.
That was ignorance. Okay, it says white people put a twist on it too. My godbrother at work, and instead of saying nigga, he said hey buddy, but he really wanted to say it. And that was what he said, and you could see it in his eyes when he wanted to say it. I mean, if he can control it, you can't just assume somebody's gonna say it unless you know.
Is that the wrong time for that?
That brings up a good point, because there are people, and you have to know these people. You have to be around them to understand that they use certain words in place of. It's hard to prove, but there are some people that will use a word like buddy or something like that in place of that word, and you'd have to see them and you'd have to catch it, because you'd have to see them only talk about, let's say,
really sarcastic.
Right. Well, talking about black people, and every time you talk about black person, you use the word buddy. When you talk about white people, you use their name or friend, but when you talk about black people, you use buddy all the time, and that to me would be an
That's
example
like saying, oh, shut the front door, and you know what you really want to say. You want to be like, F that.
Exactly.
But if you deal with white people, you can kind of notice how they use certain terms around you, like when they talking to their friends, it's like, hey, how's your wife? How's your woman? How's your girl? When it's around black people, say, what's going on with your girl? Have you seen your bitch? They say that to us, like,
how's it hanging?
Right. Or they say, like,
hey, brother.
They always call you, they always use the word man. They always say man when they talking to a black guy. So what's going on, man?
You know what? I don't think all of them have have ulterior motives when they say that.
Right. It may
I
not
do
be.
really think that you have it's almost like, have you ever been around somebody for a while and you might start to pick up a word that they say in like their
Right.
accent?
Yeah.
Okay, well, some people automatically feel the need to connect with you in some type of way.
They try to
So you try to talk like you. So that's the only words that they really know that they can say that sounds right without sounding too stupid to
They
them.
want to sound hood.
It kind
Right. So it's almost like talking to your baby. When you pick up your baby, you be like one or two, you be like, "Oh, mommy need to go,
Right,
fix
you
your
start
boo-boo
talking
or
baby
whatever."
talk.
I talk to my kid like.
No, I don't, but I'm saying people do
he's
that.
smart now.
No, that's why my
It
kids
remind me
talk
of
early. That's why
Die
my
Hard
kids
3.
talk early.
When every time somebody said something to Samuel L. Jackson, he thought it was offensive. When he was
Yeah.
like, "Come on, you gotta, I'm using the phone, bro." He was like,
Bro.
bro,
Who's bro? What do you mean by bro? Am I your bro? I mean,
Yeah,
what is
it's
that?
like you
call him bro.
can't
I think they
you
automatically
have
want to
to
connect.
you have to
with you. Not
take everything
everybody,
with a
but
grain of salt.
you pick your battles, and
Yeah.
sometimes it's just not worth it. And I just think that if they did a good job of covering it up, and they're not being blatantly rude about it,
Right.
then I think it's okay to just let it pass. Like sometimes you just gotta let it.
And sometimes you gotta look at your friends of different cultures and say, hey man, just calm down.
Right.
Be
Like,
you.
right.
If you pronounce every R, T, M, and N in the words that you say and G, then continue doing that. When my friends are around, don't think you have to change.
Or
the
they
way
gotta
you
ask you
talk.
all these questions
know
on how
what
they
I'm
should
saying?
act
But
around
what
you.
people don't realize
I
is
no one
that
cares. I
they'll
mean,
start to get their habits.
who cares? I mean, I may not, no one cares that you pronounce every word right. Just have a beer, sit down, and shut up, And if it slips out of you, and don't be so afraid. This is the other thing, because black people have this reverse thing about like you be in a bar and you be dropping that N word all the time, and a white person walking in and say, "Oh, don't offend them." How the hell are you offending that white person by using that word? That's backwards to me.
I've been to a bar on I'm not gonna name the name of the bar. It was on off of 55th. And we was in there. I teach a class, and I took my class to lunch. And we was in the bar, and it was mostly a white bar, and they came in. F you, by the way. They came in, and we all sitting in there. It was like probably 8 of us, and there was mostly white people serving us and everything. And there was a group of white people there, and then she was talking to one of her friends, and she was like, "Oh, you're one silly nit." And she saw that we was all over there, caught herself, and walked outside the door for us. Like,
you've been better off saying it. You've been better off saying it. Because now what you just did was drew attention to
Now
like
suspect the whole time.
So we all sit there looking like
to say it, but you almost said it anyway.
We all sit there looking like, oh, this bitch.
That's another topic
Yeah.
too. When you talk about the empowerment of or allowing somebody to use it, just because you are in a relationship with someone of the opposite culture. So if you're a white person and you have a black person,
that don't mean you can say it either.
Use that word, even if they let you do it at home.
Now,
don't be out and think that something can't happen.
Hold on, we're talking to somebody from the opposite culture.
Whatever. It does not give them the right to do it, but it does give them a habit. And just like everyone else, if you just said that they're normal and something may just happen, if you're around that person all the time, when you have a special significant other, you will pick up their habits. You become them and they become you. So yes, some things may just happen and they won't even realize it. But then if they catch themselves, that doesn't mean they're suspect. That just means they're trying to be cautious and it was an accident.
But Jim, Ray, Earl, and Tito that's on the sidewalk while you walking down the street don't realize that. So their reaction might be negative to what you just did.
They kind of
and
have
it
an
might
attitude about everything.
but it might cause an ass whipping where one wouldn't have happened if you wouldn't use that word. So if that is the case in your home, and I'm speaking to anybody out here that's in a biracial situation, if that person allows you, don't think that when you out in the street that just because your wife or your husband or your boyfriend or girlfriend allows you to use that word towards them, that it's okay to do it in front of other people, because consequences and repercussions do happen. And I'm not condoning what's going to happen to you. I'm just saying if you get hit upside your head, remember I told you.
I think it's ass backwards because I still think that if you don't like it, you should just try to cut it out.
Oh yeah, very
because
true.
it's almost. I mean, it could go in so many different instances. It's almost like saying it because the white people killed the black people. That's when you do the uproar, and then black person kill black person. Then all of a sudden it's an issue. I mean, it's not. No, that's my phone.
Oh, I thought somebody was at the door.
No, they're saying they're in their way.
Oh, let's do this shout out real quick. I want to shout out everybody on our feeds because we don't get a chance to shout everybody out. So I want to shout out Shalita, shout out Jamaica Joy, shout out Rhonda. Nobody care you on there. What's up, Rhonda? How you doing? Shout out to Nakaya Jones. What's up, baby? She gonna be on the show on the 25th with the whole play.
She on the wrong feed.
She said, "Hey, PJ over here."
You're on the wrong feed.
She on the right one. Shout out to Johnny O, the legend. He on there. Rhonda was back on there. Shout out to Big Bear, Dion Dye. It was a few other people. I can't get it to them. Who you got on yours?
I got Rodney House, Coretta Wells, Alan DJ Snake Reed.
What up, Snake?
Tamika Harris, Ginger Hassan Strong, Nika Mitchell, Will Hall, my cousin, James Gaddis, Jamila Parker, Kim Moore, Carla Smith, all y'all, and Brenda Riley, Brenda Payne Riley, my aunt, thank you for chiming in.
And shout out to Lotus and Octavia. I see y'all.
A lot of mutual friends. I have, who I got to scroll down here? Tori, my little cousin Tori in Detroit. Hey, Tori, shout out to Tori. Michael Duncan, Jeffrey Duckworth, he's the one that left a comment. Shout out to Latari Foster and Nathan Pitts, and I can't go all the way up here, so we good. We got a lot of mutual friends. That's pretty cool.
If y'all all paying attention on your feeds, you can tune in to YouTube by simply going.
Robert Goldsby said, stop by again.
Okay, so simply go to YouTube, go to The Vibe on Air, subscribe, and we can put you on the show, or you can view the show right there. As simple as that. It's a better look on there too. You can see everybody. It's a multi-camera situation. It's a great thing. So we're streaming live right now. So make sure you go to YouTube and go to The Vibe on Air and subscribe.
Hey, how about shout out to Chef Eric Wells, who was on the show?
Shout out to Chef Eric Wells.
Shout out to Lena Wine. Shout out to
Candace, the Credit Shiro.
Yes, Candace. Vaughn
James. I saw her yesterday. She was singing her ass off.
Right. We got a couple.
Shout out to Paula. Shout out to Franchise.
Justin.
Shout out Rapping Ass Watts.
Let's not shout out Franchise. He's on my name.
Yeah, he get on my name.
Justin Freddy. Shout out to Justin. Getting his workout on somewhere.
Shout out to Jenny Pooh, Spark Plug ENT.
Real quick, I'm going to plug something. Justin Freddy, I saw the commercial that you did for the barbershop.
That was
real cool. It was real live. So I saw that the other day. I wanted to shout you out. You did real good in that, brother.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Kevin Downey, as a matter of fact, that was his shot. Kevin Downey.
Well, shout out to Kevin Downey, man, little kid.
We gotta get him up here.
That's my dude, little light skinned kid,
man.
Man.
Get Kev up here. He was actually in the barbershop I used to take my kids to before he opened his old spot.
Yeah, he over there at the Solar Lofts. We need to look out.
My man, yeah, I noticed in the commercial too. He had the pager going on. So like when you go to his shop, if it's not your turn yet, you got a little shopping or something to do. He hits you up on a little pager like they do at the restaurants. I thought it was a great look to keep business going, to have people not waiting. So shout out to Kevin Downey on that situation.
Who else was there? We had
That's pretty cool.
we had my man Brandon Graves, the artist. He was here. Shout out to him.
Brandon Graves,
Oh,
Ryan.
Yeah, shout out to Lil B, Brandon Landrum. He don't want to be called Lil no more. He gonna get mad if he see this.
Baby!
What up, baby? I saw you yesterday. Shout out to Wildlife Sounds, Myron, the Zookeeper. Who was here first? We only been doing the show for what?
Shout out to the engineer behind the Dink back there holding it down.
Shout out to Dink. What's up, Dink?
Getting this show produced and everything right there.
Melanie.
Oh yeah, shout out to Melanie, of course. Shout out to Mel. Shout out to the movie Imprint that I happen to be the star of.
Shout out to me, because without me there would be no Bible here. I mean, ever since I
without you, shout out without you, it wouldn't be no Bible here.
Shout out to Butter. How about that? Shout out to Butter.
Shout out to Deed who put this whole thing together and giving them something to do, because without me he'll be trying to shine his head and wax his head and everything.
It just went all good.
Man, they hate her.
So what was next on the list? Oh, we were talking about properly speaking.
We're gonna do that after the break. Actually, we're gonna take a quick pause for the calls, and when we come back, we're gonna talk about some proper speaking and everything.
Tell us how y'all feel about being considered talking white or talking black.
Oh yeah, we want y'all to chime in.
Do that to you?
216-539-9858. Make sure y'all chime in. This is The Vibe on Air, Urban City Radio. Butta, PJ, Mr. D's, the one and only.
What do you guys think about this happening with the Ohio poll and Trump leading?
Oh, we're going to talk about that. We'll be right back. If y'all live, we still on. My phone kind of got overheated, but you know.
Do we talk about high school and scholarships? We will be getting to that. We always have different topics, a couple of days, but that could definitely be on the list. Feel free to chime in on it and give us some tips.
I'm James. I'm Harvey from Lean the Wines, and we're tuned in to the Vibe on the Air. Peace.
Jang with Black Chicks Radio, and you're tuning to the Vibe on air.
Yo, you are tuned in again to the hottest show, the Vibe on Air. It's a whole 6-pack right there. Yeah, it's a bunch of plugs. We talking about plugs and stuff. This is the Vibe on Air, Urban City Radio. Mr. D is the open mic king. You got my homegirl Butter. I was about to say my homegirl PJ, but I had to catch myself.
I knew you was on.
It was a mistake, man. It was a mistake. Once again, I'm Mr. D's. The open mic king.
Why don't you just have the thing say it all the way? Because you like.
I just like it.
And then it says that last part.
That's what I wanted to say. The open mic king.
You should just say D's the open mic king. That way.
Well, maybe I'll work on that.
Please do.
Shout out to PJ. We still talking a little bit about this subject real quick, and then we're gonna go into some of our segments. Butter had to reposition her cameras because she,
Butter's always repositioning. What's up with that?
Yeah. So what? Where you can sit? You sitting in the same seat, or you moving situation?
Move over here. This is gonna be.
So we're gonna make the guest over there now.
You don't like your position, Butter? I mean.
So now Butter taking.
We can see everybody.
So Butter changing camera positions here. So let me make sure her camera's right.
You change the camera.
Your mic check over there, okay?
Make sure, make sure your mic checked up.
Matt,
As you see, we're doing this right in the middle of the show. So.
Did you grab that like that?
Why you do that?
Why is it so like?
Can
you hear me? That's better.
So
can
now
you guys hear me?
We can hear you.
I can hear you.
Nice little view.
All right, so back to what we was talking about, because Butter had to move her position now.
I gotta move everything. All over here.
Any unexpected position. Oh, sorry.
So we was talking about when people talk about when you sound proper as a black person that you sound white. And we pick with Butter a lot because she has the fake proper sounding voice.
She's white.
And she's white.
She's
this
white.
one?
I don't have a fake proper sounding voice. It's my voice. I mean, if I get upset, everybody has like their times where they get upset and they might sound a little bit more what y'all would consider thug life because you get upset or whatever.
We
but
never use that word thug. We just
they stopped using that when Tupac died.
People do.
We didn't say thug.
Do people still use thug life?
Yes, they do.
I don't know. I never heard that.
I don't know.
It's like a trap now.
But I know. As a person who used to work on the phones and all that stuff, I used to, try to pronounce my words a little differently to sound more professional. And I know that's a symptom of black folks whenever they trying to talk to anybody that they feel is in a professional situation, whether it be white folks or period. Like you get people they call the phone company. Yes, I am calling because my phone is not working properly and I need it to be fixed. How can you assist me? That's like
that sounds like a stupid robot. That doesn't sound.
But that's how some people sound when they trying to talk to you.
Well, then that's just the ignorant ones. But my thing is, if
you have a lot of ignorant, you hate the ignorant. You just have.
I can't say ignorant people. If you talk and say your words and you pronounce your words properly, it's an insult to me that you would consider that as talking white, as if a black person cannot be proper speaking or properly educated. If I'm talking proper, that does not make me white. That just makes me a black woman who speaks her words properly. Because I'm not cool enough to say the slang words. But since when does talking slang and speaking ignorant always make you so cool?
And it's not about saying that. People do say it sound white because that's another thing that's been ingrained in us, that white people sound more proper than us. We sound like the people on TV. We shuck and jive. We talking like this. You jive, turkey, and all that shit. But it's just another another thing that's been ingrained in most folks, because if you look at some of the younger generation now, they all have a proper sounding tone, most of them, because black people going to better schools, black people are moving moving around and being in more diverse situations. You know what I'm saying?
But you also got to look at the other point. A lot of it comes from accents. Okay, we picked up a lot of accents when we lived in the South. And if you go to the South now, it's not a white versus a black thing. It's a Southern thing. When people, the way that they, if you want to say, round off their words, the way that sometimes they don't pronounce the G in a word, of ing, or it comes from the South. So we came up a lot from that, and that's where a lot of it came from. Now, when you talk about modern day versus that, you talk about people in the city. A lot of times, it depends on the upbringing that you have. In some households, whether it be white or black, kids are corrected at a very early age as far as the way that they pronounce their words, how they say things, using the word ain't, using the word I ain't, now, and things of that nature. They're corrected versus some households let it slide, oh, it's just a little child or whatever. And then you have times where, like way I grew up, we used a lot of slang in the house. But when I went to school, I didn't use it because we understood that, it's kind of like at home you're allowed to be lazy. You're allowed to sit around and go, nah, I ain't doing that, this, that, the third, and no, that ain't what we be doing and what we be doing. In school, I would have never said that. Teacher would look at me and say, what did you say?
And I correct my kids when they say stuff like that.
So I kind of had to understand it. It was like in school, this is not the way, this is not how you get good grades. This is not how you approach a certain thing. In the business world, when I'm at work, a lot of times I won't use the word ain't. Unless I'm joking around because I'm talking to somebody in a professional setting versus when I'm in a bar or in a club or I'm out watching a game or something like that, I'll use those types of words, and that's how most people are around me.
I feel like black people have to be diverse in the way that you deal with things, because you have certain crowds you hang around, you have certain ways you are, and black people sometimes have to have two different voices. Like, and when you mentioned the South, how they have their different thing, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna tell you, T.I. to me is an articulate dude. Very articulate, but he had that twang.
There's certain things, about the way he says things, and he can't help it. Even when he's speaking words properly, you still hear it come out.
But he also know how to flip it to the street side. What up, Joe? All that shit like that.
On the intellectual level,
right?
You know how he talks.
Right?
I love listening to him talk though, because he's very smart.
But I think especially if you're trying to do business and you're gonna do business, you have to be able to switch it up. You can't just be a one verse person. You have to have multiple verses.
But isn't that like blending in? Like,
yeah, it is. I mean,
I don't always want to blend in.
Sometimes you do when it's best for what you're doing.
You blend in already. You work for the majority.
Like I'm gonna jump on this for situation for a second. Look at Power, the show Power that you don't watch.
Yeah, so, you don't watch Power. So we got the Power update coming up shortly.
Ghost is a perfect example of that. Of a person who can be street versus a person who can talk intellect in the business world. Sometimes when you're talking to people, and his is even more deep because he has to do business with both. So when you got to do business with people that only understand one dimension, sometimes you got to get in those people's face and talk to them like they understand. You got to break it down to their level. Versus when you're talking on a higher business level, or a different business level, I should say, you speak at a level of their understanding. So if I'm in the streets and I'm talking to Joe Schmo who's selling something on the corner, I'm not going to come to him and break stuff down to him and use $25 words when he going to look at me and say, what did you say?
Right.
Like, I got to break it down so that in layman's terms is what they always say, which, a person probably wouldn't understand. Dumb it down for me, is what they're saying. So sometimes that is the way that it is. Nice. I work in a retail environment so that it's a little bit more, it's not as strict in certain areas. When you're in the corporate side of it is, but when you're in the retail side of it, and you're actually in the business as it's working, there's a little bit of wiggle room with that situation. So it's just a little bit different.
And we could talk about, go ahead.
I just wanted to make a comment that a follower said, and Robert said that I enjoy when people use proper grammar. It shows that they took the time to listen and learn growing up in school.
And we could talk about this subject all day. We know that it's a deep-rooted subject, especially amongst the black community. But all we can say is,
I just don't like to be used in a bad way. I don't mind people tease me. I mean, I grow up ranking on people, and I grew up ranking on people and talking about people and stuff like that. But it becomes when you keep ranking, I can rank.
Now, that's a perfect example of just what we said.
No, but I'm giving a point. I'm making a point though.
No. I'm not saying a negative. What I'm saying is you took the G off of it because you said ranking, right? But you still had there's still I'm not going to use the word proper, but in your voice, the way that your voice fluctuates and sounds,
Your
people will say,
tonation.
oh, you're trying to talk black because you have it differently. The way you sound is different, which you're not. You're just saying the word ranking. It's not ranking on people. It's ranking, just like
It's
you
ranking.
said.
It's like
exactly.
it's a slang word.
Right.
But what hurts me is when people tease, like the kids growing up, they don't understand it. All they know is I'm either stupid, I'm not going to school, I'm not learning, or I'm being educated. I go to a good school, and they make it seem like it's a bad thing to make the kids feel bad about going to school and learning. Because they used to tease my children because they spoke at an early age, and my kids spoke proper. And my son would come to me and say, well, actually, mommy, you was distracting me and I was trying to complete my work. Okay, so what is wrong with my 5-year-old saying this to me? That just shows that I'm trying to teach my kids. But what you have other people teasing them, saying, what kind of school you go to? You go to a white school, something like that. Okay, so now you're making it seem like a bad thing. So now he's embarrassed. He's not understanding what's happening. He's not good enough on the black side, but he's not, not good enough on the white side either. So that's the part that bothers me. I can take it. I don't care.
I hate to say it,
because I
but
am who I am, but it's insulting to me, and I don't like that much of it, because you're making our kids be embarrassed of being educated, and that's why we have so many smart young black men on the streets that are scared to just be accepted about being educated, so they want to fit in and they do dumb stuff.
I hate to say it, but I believe that the biggest threat to a lot of black people is knowing that somebody else is smarter than you, and that's why they look at it and they fear it.
The competition.
It is.
They don't step up to the plate because they don't want to lose. They want to lose.
Well, we're gonna kill this subject here. Because we got to move on with the show, because we got some guests coming in and we got to do our segment. So right about now, it's time for
He could go all the way. 95 yards, 38.
And now, sports.
PJ,
go
ahead. It's on you.
That was my intro.
Yeah, that was your intro.
So in news, sport news, tomorrow we have the NBA Hall of Fame class being inducted, class 2016. Couple of names on here, big names. You got Allen Iverson, Shaquille O'Neal, Yao Ming. Who else is it? Cheryl Swoops, actually.
Oh, wow.
Then you got Tom Izzo, who's a coach. A couple of names I never heard of before. Zelma Beefy, if I'm correct. Daryl Garrison, Cumberland Posey, Jerry Reinsdorf, who's the owner. Gonna be an interesting day because they talk about a lot of things. One of the things they brought up, Allen Iverson showed up today, of course, to a press conference in Allen Iverson form. He was late. It's a big deal because Allen Iverson was such a controversial player throughout his career, but the one thing that you can't take away from him is what he did for the game. Allen Iverson was one of the best players to ever play, in my opinion. He was a player who was someone who undersized, a lot stronger than a lot of players his size or even bigger. He just had that will to win. I wish that he could have played more seasons. I wish he could have played healthier. I personally wish he could have played with better teams. I think he would have been someone who could have been a repeat champion in the league. Unfortunately, that didn't happen for him. He did go to the finals one time, I believe it was 2001, against the Lakers, who Shaquille O'Neal was playing with at the time. Was a basketball powerhouse. I think they were probably like one loss in the playoffs that year. So going to be an interesting day to see those guys. I'm very happy. Another guy, Shaquille O'Neal, who I was a big fan of watching basketball because I just think he did it the right way. He was a player first. No matter what else he did, he was always a player, always looking to get better, always wanting to win, always had that will, and he was just a great ambassador of the game, especially for the kids. And he's still doing that to this day. So I think that's a pretty big situation going on, and congratulations to those guys. We're switching over to football. We got the first week of the regular season coming up, and tonight it is rematch of the Super Bowl, Seattle Seahawks versus the Denver Broncos, and we're going to see who came out the gate ready to play.
Right.
That's all I can say on that situation. Hometown Cleveland Browns, we got the Hugh Jackson era officially starting on Sunday versus the Philadelphia Eagles. And my pick on this game is I still don't know. The Browns didn't show us a whole lot as far as what they could do in the preseason, but sometimes that's not a bad thing. A lot of it was working out kinks, getting players in the right
they got a
positions.
scandal already with the Browns?
What are you talking about?
They said, they picked RG3 to be a coach. I mean, a captain of the team.
Okay.
And all over the news, they've been talking about how it was a setup. It was fixed.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either. It's just crazy to me that they're making it a big deal.
I mean,
what's wrong with it?
Nothing's wrong. I don't see anything being. You don't have to have one captain number one. There's never one captain, but your starting quarterback is a leader on the team, no matter what. He's your signal caller. He's the guy that everything goes to. So him being a captain actually should be something that you would look at as a positive. I don't get why it's almost a given that the quarterback, especially a veteran quarterback, coming on should be a captain, not the captain, but a captain. You know what I mean? So I don't get why that would be a problem, but they can bring drama out of anything when it comes to sports. It doesn't matter. Again, I'm not sure what the Browns are going to bring to the table. I'm still looking at the running game as something that hasn't been developed yet.
Bring something to the table?
It's something that with Josh Gordon being out, we got capable receivers. What's RG3 going to be like when he suits up against the starting defensive line?
That was to you, buddy. She a Pittsburgh fan.
First of all,
wait.
I watch
He's not finished.
basketball.
He's not finished. Excuse him.
You can walk out of here being a Pittsburgh fan right about now.
Respect loyalty. I can't help where I'm from.
Where are you from?
Originally from Pittsburgh.
Move back.
Well, how long did you live in Pittsburgh?
Long enough.
Like how long?
My family is there.
Like, but how long did you live in Pittsburgh?
Did this turn about me?
Because you threw out there that you from Pittsburgh. How long?
You brought it up. You brought it up. You actually said I was.
Dumbass down.
That was good timing.
Yeah, great time. So the first week of the NFL season is going to be exciting to see what teams are going to show up, who's going to get injured, and I'm just saying people because it happens, and what teams are going to do as far as, the stuff that happened, like Dallas Cowboys got a quarterback that's unproven. What are we going to do? So going to be very, very interesting. On to baseball, the Indians with a 6-game lead today won 10-7 off a crazy play. Check out ESPN if you haven't seen it. There was a wild pitch thrown, and it wasn't immediately signaled that it was a wild pitch. I think they thought that the ball went off of the bat, which it supposedly didn't. The Indians scored 2 runs, ended up winning 10-7. So check it out. Again, check out tonight's football game starting at 7:30. It should be underway as of about 45 minutes ago, so we're missing it right now. Okay. But a lot to look forward to in the NFL season. And I believe on Saturday at the Quicken Loans Arena, we got a UFC fight with a hometown hero. Why I can't call his name right now. This is terrible.
Something like that.
Yeah, I couldn't pronounce the guy's name, but good luck to him in that fight.
He already doing commercials.
He's got the championship belt on the line, so let's give him our support. He's still supporting Cleveland in this championship run that we're on.
Thank you, PJ. All right, it's time for me to go into this one before we go into Butters. I gotta do
Oh my goodness! If it isn't Little Miss Attitude, she rushing.
Girl, ain't nobody got time for that. I am not the one, boo-boo. You said what? Hold my baby.
The ratchet nose.
the ratchet news. In ratchet news, this is a funny ass story to me. Because every time I think about this story, it's a lady in Akron who stabbed her husband over the salsa.
Over what?
Over some salsa, man.
Food. Don't mess with a chick's food.
No, you don't stab her. First of all, she said, I gotta get the story up.
It had to be more than that.
It was some salsa. She stabbed her dude over some damn salsa. Let me get this story up because I got it on my phone and I'm online at the same time, so y'all gotta bear with me.
I'm tripping. Wait. So, I mean, who made this? Is it a Conte?
It had to be really good.
I don't know if it
I
was
think it was like a homemade.
I don't know if it was the stuff from New York City. but look, I don't even know if I should say her name because I don't feel like, but I should. It's on the news anyway. Phyllis Jefferson, from Akron, Ohio, age 50, allegedly stabbed her boyfriend in the groin with a pen Sunday evening after he ate all the salsa in their house. Jefferson's boyfriend, Ronnie Bucker, 61, told the police that he and the accused were arguing about the salsa consumption when she allegedly stabbed him with the pen. The suspect then walked over to the TV and threatened to knock the TV on the floor. When Buckner grabbed the TV, when Buckner grabbed the TV, Jefferson allegedly walked into the kitchen, grabbed a knife, and used it to cut him in the stomach. Jefferson fled the scene while Buckner called 911. They found him on the floor, clutching his stomach. Now, it wasn't life-threatening or anything, She stabbed the shit out of this.
She was hungry.
Over some salsa.
You know what? Let me tell y'all this.
And I know y'all women be serious about y'all food, but man.
When I get home from work and I'm hungry and I'm thinking I got some food left in there and I open the container and it's only a quarter left, not even enough to fill up a chip, that could piss you off.
I mean, but you stabbing people on salsa? You gangbanging on salsa?
I mean, if he was talking that and she's in the heat of the moment of being so hungry.
She went, salsa go on the food. It ain't the food. It ain't the food.
That had to be some
Wasn't nothing else to eat ever in the world.
You know what? Maybe that was all she had to snack on and she had to cook dinner.
I don't care. You don't
got all types of
y'all gonna argue over some salsa. Y'all just now need to be together.
You could have ate some rice cake.
You don't need to be together.
Ate some bread. Everybody got cornflakes on their refrigerator. You could have ate a whole lot of
she
stuff.
Probably had the
you know what I'm gonna be mad about?
Cotton.
If it was the salsa from Save-A-Lot, that got the generic salsa, that's not cool. I'm just saying, if he got stabbed over some Save-A-Lot salsa, she petty.
Double cheeseburgers is $1. You know what I'm saying? You don't stab nobody over them damn salsa.
If it's a McDonald's
what if it was them packs of Taco Bell salsa that they had left over? Them be good though. You might kill somebody over there.
You're not stabbing people over salsa, people.
Hey, all I'm saying is when I'm hungry, don't stand in my way.
Listen.
I be hungry. I wait all day.
But did you stab somebody over salsa?
Nobody got in my way.
I'm just saying.
And of course, you know, I as part of Ratchet News, I do the power update.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so I don't get to watch it. You guys gotta tell me what happened because all I know is the last thing you told me.
All right, so what happened this week on Power?
What happened this week? Okay, so as you know, Milan is in the picture.
Okay, wait. Tell me who's Milan again.
Milan is the serial killing Ukrainian dude that so-called might eat people.
That's not the cute guy.
Oh my God.
Again, I'm the cute guy.
Once again, neither one of y'all is right. So Milan, last we've seen the episode before, Tommy stood up and, you know, they tried to kill Tommy by whooping his ass, but he showed he was a stand-up guy. So, you know, the scene opened up with Tommy recovering from his wounds, Milan standing over there with his big German Shepherd, and he telling him he don't have somebody sew him up and get them together. So he got Tommy under his wing, feeding Tommy, they talking, and he trying to get Tommy under the wing, while Ghost is still dealing with the problems of
Ghost is the cute guy.
Oh my God. Am I going to get to this update?
He is. I saw the previews. That is the one. Okay.
Anyway.
What did he do?
So Ghost is going through his situation. And Kanan is back in the situation, of course. That's 50 Cent, if you didn't know.
Kanan is earning Ghost's son's trust, which is crazy.
No, we got to talk before that because he brought Ghost's son in. He already tricked the old boy into meeting him. He go pick up Ghost's son. First of all, he killed this old lady to take her house.
Yeah. He killed the old lady?
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't over salsa neither.
No, it wasn't over salsa. It was over the house.
Yeah.
So he tricked Ghost's son to come in the car with him. And he tricked him in the house, and Kanan was about to pop him in the back of the head till he said, I fucking hate my father. So Ghost thinking Kanan thinking like, oh, okay, I'm going to do him like he did my son. I'm going to raise his son.
How can he hate his father?
Because this is the thing.
That's horrible.
Tyreek is going through a thing
struggle
where his father left the house, left his mom, and was with somebody else, and he kind of like forced the other woman onto the kids.
That angry
and he hasn't been there for Tyreek like he normally is.
What up,
so
Juice?
He's angry about it. So everything he feels like his father told him, he feels like it's a lie right now. So he don't feel like he trusts him. His dad ain't been telling him what's fucking up. So at this point, he's got these anger issues versus his dad. His dad can't come out and tell him everything because he can't expose what he's been doing.
I gotta finish the rest of the update.
That is so
Because look, while all this is going on, Ghost is trying to find out who Milan is. So he gets some information. You know, he find out what kind of cigarettes he got, and he try to trail the cigarettes to find out who Milan is. While that's going on,
is he a real detective or he just?
No, just Ghost is just smart. He a streetwise nigga. But look, he got all this. Hey, I know I said nigga, I don't care.
That was ignorant.
Shut up. So he finding all this stuff. Milan know that he looking. So he go to Tasha, of course, and let Tasha know you need to tell him to stop, or else everybody gonna get hurt. And so Milan already know that Tasha girl is like, washing the money, but she don't know she washing it, but she overhear it. So Keisha mad. So Milan go to Tommy and say, this is the cliffhanger right here. Milan go to Tommy and say, take care of Keisha. And Tommy walk into the shop, and that was it. We don't know. That's the cliffhanger. So you got to watch Power. We need to know if Keisha alive. And also go find out that Tommy is lightweight on the side of Milan.
I don't get a chance to watch it.
Go find out that Tommy is lightweight on the side of Milan, too. And the kind of lightweight broke his heart.
The thing about it is that what you got to look at is, he told him to toe the line. You got to listen to what Milan says. So that's what Tommy doing. Ghost got to wonder, is he doing it more so to be on Milan's side, or is he going to be on his side?
But the one thing you know about the show is this. Tommy is easily manipulated. Easily.
And right now he's in a state of distraught because of what happened to his girl. He killed her. Didn't know she was pregnant.
So
There's a lot going on. And I like to say during that whole situation, if anybody ever paid any attention to the two topics we were just talking about before, when she got excited, she still pronounced every letter and every word she was saying, syllables and all. Shout out to whatever school system that was, because I mean, wow.
I had multiple school systems.
Was it in Pittsburgh?
All of them, no.
Did you go to school in Pittsburgh?
I went to school in Pittsburgh. I'll start you off on my list. Briefly before.
How long was you in Pittsburgh?
Briefly before my turn, I will tell you, I went to Rogers Kappa, which is just like Cleveland Performing Arts School. I went there for a year.
Is that in Pittsburgh?
I came to Cleveland. I went to Heskett and I went to Bedford.
What's a Heskett?
I left.
Heskett Junior High School?
Middle school was in Bedford.
So when you was in Pittsburgh, you was in what? Elementary school?
I went to Bedford. I left Bedford, went to Shaw.
Oh.
I went to Shaw. I was a cheerleader there. Shout out to all the Shaw cheerleaders.
So you went in, so basically you went to Pittsburgh that long for you to be a fan.
I went to Shaw.
When did you leave Shaw?
I left Shaw and I went to Brush. Then I left Brush and I went to Shaker. Then I left Shaker and I graduated from Garfield High School. Shout out to everybody in all my schools. I love everybody because
shout out to everybody from Glenville to Big
But I did graduate on time with great grades and I still have all my friends. Thank you very much.
What year was it?
But that was the power update.
I graduated in '97. I'm not afraid to tell my age. Thank you.
That was the power update. The power. This is what happens when you vibe with some people. We just go off and on the tangent. That's how we do.
I gotta just say one thing. Shout out 1986 on this day, the Oprah Winfrey Show debuted, and then it changed the lives of many men because y'all had a forum to talk about us, and now look what just happened. But Oprah
they based the whole TV show around Oprah. Married with Children.
Listen, Oprah did a thing, and I hope she's listening right now because I know she's looking for.
I gotta do an Oprah class.
Listen. Stop plugging yourself. Oprah, I'm ready for my own show because the vibe is not vibing without me.
Wow.
I'll check you out, Oprah, and don't get mad.
DJ, you're very arrogant, bald-headed nigga.
Hey, hello.
Again, there's that word again.
We speak about the audience. That was rude.
There's that word again.
If y'all think it's rude, call in 216-539-9858, and y'all tell me how rude I am so I can tell you what I think.
Shout out to Dee's phone not ringing this week.
I put it on vibrate. And it's time now for butter section.
Be the change you wish to see in the world. You can make the difference. Ordinary people like you and me making a positive difference in the world by practicing paying it forward.
Somebody found.
In the news, paying it forward. First, I want to make one brief comment about a little city in South Africa who the little kids are they're striking right now in school because they were sent home for wearing their natural hair.
What?
This could go on for a long time. We'll probably have this talk another show. But they were sent home, so there's a lot of kids protesting right now. Some beautiful black girls protesting because if they had braids, dreads, an afro, any type of their curly natural hair, their hair was considered to be a distraction and outrageous. So they're actually striking against that to be able to wear their natural hair. And none in my lifetime have I ever heard something so ridiculous since slavery. So that's what they're dealing with right now. You can go Google it. I will get more information for you later and we can discuss that. But that was just something I just had to mention. On the good side, paying it forward, I want to give a big shout out to an 18-year-old Columbus teen, Jamel Levon. If you haven't heard about this young black man, he was homeless back in about the 5th grade. Him and his mother were living in a shelter. He was determined not to let that get him down. And he learned how to sew. He was self-taught and taught himself how to sew. Jamel is now in high school. He's a high school senior. And he asked a girl to the prom, which she humbly accepted. And he made her prom dress. Made her prom dress by hand. And he now makes a living on the side while he's in high school, making at least 3 to 4 prom dresses about a week to every 2 weeks. And his prom dresses can go from anywhere from $300 to $150. And they are absolutely beautiful. He decided to turn his bedroom into a sewing lab. And now he's making it. And right now when he graduates, he's going to go to Clark Atlanta for business and fashion. So congratulations, Jamel. Good job. You're definitely an inspiration to everybody. Keep up the good work.
That's what's up.
That dude is smart. Let me tell you why he's smart. It's not just because he's making the dresses and everything like that, but I bet you he's the one that's doing the fittings. And I can just tell you.
I'm with that. I'm with that.
Dude is just like the smartest dude in the world. He like, I mean, do it fit good right here. Do it fit good right there. Man.
Dude gets out of there.
That's what's up.
I'm just saying though, he's a triple threat. He got like.
We applaud you. We applaud you, sir. We applaud you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. You give hope to us older dudes that want to be like you.
Definitely. But you guys wouldn't sew anything. And please don't try to make me. Please don't try to make me anything.
Oh, I got some.
You got some seats.
But you know what? This week I had a few people that came and approached me, so I'm just gonna kind of go down this list of things that was irritating not just me, but some of my friends around me. So we went to Rent a Center. We just got a whole bunch of chairs so a bunch of people can sit their ass down. You know what really bothers me? It may be a little self-centered, but guys that tie their shoes so tight that the front of the toes curl up, it irritates me. Please sit your dumb ass down. Loosen your shoes.
The eyelids be touching that.
Oh my God, they just curl up like elf shoes. It is so gross.
I kind of take offense to that because I got skinny feet and I have sometimes
the
my feet.
paint starts to chip. Get the shoes that fit your feet. If you don't have a white foot, don't wear a white foot shoe.
I don't think they
sit your dumb ass down.
Sit down. Yeah, sit your dumb ass down.
Sit your dumb ass down.
Guys and girls that tuck their sweaters in their belt, tie their belts too tight. Please don't tuck in your sweater.
Sit your dumb ass down.
Oh my God. Girls that wear their house shoes outside the house and then come in the house and wear them in the house. That's so nasty. That is disgusting.
Sit your dumb ass down.
Dirty.
Your
Your house is disgusting, okay? Just take away the carpet. Just take away the carpet, all right? If you, they actually still have Velcro.
Tonight. It's gonna take me all of 3
You gotta try it on?
Yeah.
You gotta try it.
That's all it is.
That's all it is.
That's too much.
Yeah.
I
got to make some other raisins.
That's called a slingshot in the stripper world.
Oh yeah. How'd you know that?
Oh man. We're gonna start talking to our guests real quick. We're gonna take a quick pause real quick and then we're gonna go into our guests. We got Tamika Herkley in the building, Joshua Trundle. We're gonna have Milano and the crew from Major League Barbershop in the building in a second. This is the Vibe on Air, Urban City Radio. Shout out to my man Dink behind me. I play my music too. Call in 216-539-9850 or check us out on YouTube. The Vibe on Air. You missing a good show if you ain't checking it out on YouTube. I hope you're listening to Urban City Radio. If you're checking us out live, we appreciate you. Shout out to Misty Haskins out in Akron. I bet you knew that lady. You probably know that lady, don't you? She lived next door to you. The lady stabbing people over salsa. The salsa stabbing lady.
Hey, you say something about it. Shout out to Tina Washington.
I ain't stabbing nobody over salsa. It's the vibe, y'all. We still on, y'all, so keep tuning in. We going in.
What's happening?
We are tuned in. You are tuned in to the greatest show in the world, the best show ever made. God helped me with this, and we made a gift to the world that's known as the Vibe on Air. You know y'all on camera, right? While y'all talking. Just just so y'all know we doing a show if y'all didn't know.
I know we're doing a show, D.
Okay.
Hey, welcome back to the Vibe on Air.
Oh, now she wanna say something. Hey. It's Butta,
Hey.
PJ, of course, the one and only Mr. D's, the open mic king. I ain't gonna play my music thing. I should.
I'm on break right now.
You on break? Well, I'm gonna play my thing. There's only one.
Yeah. So you had to throw the arms up with that?
Oh, yeah.
Does it come with the music?
It comes with the music when I hear it.
I need my commercial. Scratch my butter.
It didn't have
You
the same
didn't turn
effect.
off the music.
It didn't have the same effect. I'm
That's
sorry.
okay. My artwork speaks for itself. I'm gonna get a commercial. It's gonna be really cool too.
It's a
gonna get you
bikini
together.
commercial. I got the bikini commercial together.
No.
In the hot seat.
No.
By the way, if you want to call in and talk to any of us, 216-539-9858. Mr. D's, Butta, PJ. In the hot seat right now, we got from the Beauty Nook, Miss Tamika Herkley.
Yay!
Give it up to Tamika Herkley, ladies and gentlemen. It's in the can.
Who in the hell is that clapping?
What's going on, Tamika?
Oh, she got a
No, she good right there. She good right there. She right on camera too. She perfect place.
Voice.
The show is on YouTube, baby. It's on YouTube. It's streaming everywhere.
You are live.
You are live. This is no joke.
Everybody's watching.
Uh-oh. So, Mother, what you doing?
Everybody's watching. No, just joking. I'm joking. You know what? She cool.
Everybody is watching.
You know, we
and
gotta
she's
get
about
out.
to tell you about the Beauty Nut because this is an amazing black-owned, female-owned.
Tell us about the Beauty Nut that's a black-owned, female-owned.
Yeah.
Because he was about to say something.
I was just waiting for the sentence to end.
Oh, okay. Well, we're in Maple Heights. I'm an esthetician, and I've been there like a year and a half. So I do facials, waxing, makeup, and massage.
Okay.
My sister does the body products, and then she has other people that have natural products. And then Sherry, she does massage as well. So we're doing everything, waxing, everything.
Oh, wow.
Massaging, yeah.
So I heard you brought a demonstration of a massage, or just I tried.
My bunions could be popped real quick if you wanted.
Dude, seriously.
I'm just saying.
What made you guys get started with this, and how did you get started with opening up the Beauty Nut?
Well, it wasn't something that I wanted to do. This was my sister and my husband's idea. And they asked me, and I said no. Because I was always a personal assistant. I was a good assistant to everyone else. But I never wanted to own my own business. I can't do that. And then once I said no, I started typing, license. And don't get a Groupon. If you have a friend that owns a business, don't get a Groupon. Just go to the business. Sorry, just had to put that in. Just saying. So after that, we just, opened. I said, I don't care what the place looks like. Just give me my room. Make sure that's good. Let's do it. And we did. So I wax, and massage, and we go and we do. So we've been, going at it like a year and a half, and it's an adventure. I'm more positive now than ever, and I'm more prayerful than ever. And we're expanding into more retail, and I just want to build my business and give you great customer service and have them come in.
See, I like that. Great customer service. More black people need to do that in business.
No, more private owners. That's not just.
Yeah, you're right. Even though it'd be most black folks that be giving you the rude service, but most private owners need to focus on customer service when it comes to their clientele, because that's how you get repeat business and keep a clientele.
Right. Even my friends, when they come, I still treat, I can give you a hug, like, hey, I'm still asking you if you want coffee, tea, water, you want to put your feet
So
up.
true.
Oh,
I
so-
have to say, I visited the Beauty Nut. Well, not just because they're my friends, but because I was trying to support, and I can't always do it. So if I can't support, I promote. in the supportive way. And when I have the capabilities to and the availability to, then I go and physically support. And I have to say, I did go before we went to Atlanta. Was this last year? I went before we went to Atlanta, and I came in for a waxing, and she did give me wine. And she was asking, is everything okay? You get some tea, and there was soothing music. The place is very clean, it's very professional. She asked me a lot of questions as if she didn't know me, which I appreciated because she didn't just go and assume and be like, oh, you my girl, this is what I'm gonna do. And she just kept everything very professional. So I appreciated that, and I did tell a lot of people about it. I was still scared because waxing is a horrible experience. Beauty is pain. But it was very nice. She made me feel very comfortable. She explained everything to me. And like, did I say I got wine when I was there?
Yep. So you have it's multicultural because Butta's white. And so you serve as that's the beauty of it. You know, in the communities that we have like, you know, different people that want to come in. So you definitely do.
I service everybody.
See?
All races.
It's beautiful.
Yes.
So let me from the door to I'm gonna say the table. Tell me about the experience when I walk in. What am I gonna see? How am I gonna be? You know, what's the experience like when we walk into
I'm going to come open the door for you and say, hey, how are you? Have a seat, relax. You want coffee, tea, or water? We do. You know, we have wine that day. So what? And you fill out a little form. You know, hear music. Depending on what day it is, it might be nice and soft. Might be Prince on the Friday. It might be.
That's nice. That's nice.
It might be. And then, you know, depending on what type of service, I switched up now, so I have different music, different stuff. So, you know, you're just going to relax. I want you to relax because nowadays we're so rushed.
Right.
You know, we are
in and out.
Yes.
Get me going so I can get out of here. Yeah.
Mothers.
Right away. Everything's right away.
Yeah. So I want you to come in and relax, read a magazine, you know, and chill. And me, I just see it for what it is, but everybody says it's cute. So I'm like, okay, thank you. But, you know, I just did it because we did it. So it's just like, okay, like I'm nose blind. I don't even know how it smells anymore because I can't smell it. But everyone says it smells so good. So
it does.
What about like couples? Do you have like a thing where couples can come and do something?
Couples massage. Oh. Yes, we set it up so you can't really walk in because we take everything down. But we do set it up, you know, and then we put the little partition and we have rose petals and, you know, we get you your robe and your slippers.
Because Deems and his guy would like to come and get a couple's massage.
You know,
we do that.
I was tending to some of my other guests and you come back and disrespect me like that. Just so y'all know and the ladies know, I don't play that.
What? I just said, you know.
But you know.
I mean, you were complimenting her.
Do y'all do head massages and all that, and you know, head waxes? You know, he might need a head wax or something. You know, some mop and glow.
I have to say,
a happy mop and glow.
I only support great. I mean, you try to support everybody, but not everybody is worthy of supporting. And I have to say that this one business, you know, is definitely worth supporting.
Thank you.
So, you know, I did really enjoy my time. I do suggest that people go and try it out. The Beauty Nook is a beautiful place. Where can they go to find the Beauty Nook?
It's 25032.
South King Park. Get the wine out of there.
Oh my God.
No, I'm just joking. Go ahead.
South King Park Boulevard. We're right next to No Excuses, and we're between No Excuses and Signs by Tomorrow, right across from the RTA turnaround on South King Park Boulevard.
Yep.
So it's No Excuses.
By Kings of Queens.
No excuses.
It's a little way
for
down,
not coming.
same side.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
No excuses for not coming to the Beauty Nook because you might miss your sign tomorrow.
And you might want to come check her out. She's a very modest young lady.
From,
she's beautiful and she knows what she's doing. She shy. Look at her. She trembling.
She's absolutely not shy. Don't get it twisted.
I'm not. This makes me nervous.
Shoot out your Instagram and Facebook and everything too, so they can get that.
No.
Shoot out your Instagram and Facebook and all that too, so your social media, so they can.
What am I? It's the Beauty Nook CLE on Facebook. Be Shiny on Instagram.
Yeah, it took me a while to find that.
Yeah,
it does. I know. In my video,
you have to match.
It does. It takes a match. Let's see what else. Oh my gosh. Pinterest is Tamika Herkley. No, that's Be Shiny too.
Okay. Do people use Pinterest still?
Yes, they actually do. We
Yeah.
a lot of women
I should
actually
post
use
more.
Pinterest.
I might
Pinterest
have
is
to-
awesome. We have a lot of great
Is
ideas.
that almost like how Foursquare was?
What?
What's your
Yeah, you don't remember Foursquare?
You
It's still out there.
I still
don't
use it.
but
I
it's
still
still
use
out
it.
there.
Black Planet, y'all. Shout out to Black Planet. You
Yeah, what's your
my God.
MySpace?
Well, that's off of that one. No one uses that.
What about your Twitter? Twitter about to be one of them
Pretty
too.
sure it's Tamika Herkley.
Twitter.
I don't use that. I just post on it. I don't use it.
I
post
don't
on
use
Instagram.
it.
So then it
I
goes
post on
there.
it.
That's
That's
mine.
what I do too.
All
It
of
automatically just
all
do
of my
it.
Instagram stuff goes straight.
It just
to,
automatically do
to
it.
Twitter and Facebook.
Right.
It
I'm
does.
even on Tumblr, but I don't know how to use that.
Tumblr.
I'm not on Tumblr. Never signed up for it. I still don't understand.
Yeah, the
what that
Tumblr is just
That's
pictures,
not
ain't it? It's like it's not even like Instagram. It's just you can post pictures and people can view them. That's
I
it.
signed up, and then
That's
I
it.
was
You can just
on
put pictures on there.
Instagram, so I
It's
just-
a photo album. That's all Tumblr is.
like everything else.
I don't use
But
it.
you can't comment or nothing. It's not a social media thing. It's just
I didn't understand.
Oh, you know what? I'm wrong. I do know what Tumblr is, but I don't use it.
I didn't understand. I post on there.
White people think.
But
So I have a question for you. So you said you do couples. So would you do like a group of people, like parties? Do you? I know you guys host things on a certain day. What is that about?
You can have, Friday Night Mixers, we're working on doing another one, where you come and have some drinks, appetizers, and then you do a little makeup, and then you get on the party bus.
so if
A
I wanted
party
to
bus.
like
Wait,
if,
what happens on the
if
party
I wanted to
bus?
throw
Where
something
do
for a
you
bunch
go?
of girls,
Somewhere.
like call it the foot rub hour, like having a studio where you can rub.
That just sounds just so creepy.
The foot rub hour. Who don't want a foot rub?
It's a massage.
What woman don't want
Hour.
You don't want a
When
foot
Dee
rub?
says it
You
sounds
know you need a massage.
Why I gotta be creepy when I say it?
the
You know what? And this is going to be a part of Fine
She's a
Butter
hater.
Dude. This is on our Fine
Oh,
Butter
yeah.
Dude.
We're not
We gonna
fighting
spread
butter.
some butter.
Yeah, we're going to spread
Butter
some
doesn't mean
butter.
to find it.
And
We gonna
this is
spread
going to
some
be part
butter.
of it, so you need to listen up.
That'll be happening next week. Spread some butter. We're gonna
Butter
spread
doesn't
some
need
butter.
butter doesn't need to find a dude.
Dink, what you
You can
think?
bring us out.
Fine Butter Dude next week?
No.
Spread the butter. What you say, Dink?
Dink ain't
Butter's
saying
not
shit.
spreading.
Yeah, let's do
Butter
it.
doesn't have a
Y'all heard him.
problem
Y'all heard him. What'd you say, Dink?
Butter
Yeah,
doesn't
let's
have a
do
problem
it.
finding
See, that's what I like. The other engineer be trying to be like Suge Knight, not Ronda go kill Big.
Hey, shout out to Squirt. It was not me.
Squirt, I ain't say it.
I mean,
ain't say it.
How Suge Knight say she try to
I
be
didn't say it.
all up in the videos, all up on the songs.
Hey, this Dink. I say we do it. All right, y'all heard it. Dink said let's do it. So
Station good with it, so we good. So,
Anywho.
what's the most like difficult client you ever had?
Oh wow, that sounds really
Wow.
bad.
Here it is. Yeah, it's really long.
That
I'm
was
sorry.
like so
I didn't edit that
sitcom
way yet. I didn't edit that way yet.
Well, it didn't start off difficult, but it lasted way too long, and I guess I should have called it when it. I should have just called it like, no, we're not doing this. Now I do that. Like, if you can't take it, I'm just gonna say, okay, sweetie, we're gonna be done. But she kicked, she screamed, she cursed.
What was she getting?
What was she
She
getting?
was getting a wax. It does
They
hurt,
do hurt.
but you feel so sexy afterwards. But
After all the pain.
it was horrible, and it was a couple months in. So I just kind of looked at her and I just said, you know what? This is the worst it's going to get. So you're good. I was wrong, but
She kicked and screamed.
she did, and the people next door,
See, Major League out there, they trying to. Yeah, the window right there. Look in the window. Yeah, they gonna,
It's
they
like
gonna
a
grab
whole
y'all some
league
chairs.
of people.
It's the Barber Nation. That's the Barber Nation right there.
surprise.
No, the hell it's not. I got me bent.
Well, Tamika, I
There go
appreciate
that
you
part.
coming
There
on
go that part
the
right now.
show. We definitely appreciate you.
There go that slide.
Give it up one more time
thank
for
you so much.
Tamika
Thank
the
you.
Herkley of the Beauty Nook.
Go visit them in
I gotta
South.
get massage, so I'm coming through.
Give out from the audience.
Definitely.
We're gonna bring on my man now, Joshua Trundle. You're gonna switch chairs, y'all. Y'all switch your chairs. You gotta get on camera, Josh. He's just so
Feel free
cool
to
and
hang out
mellow,
for a little
man.
bit. Okay. Feel free to
We got
hang out.
Milano and the crew over there. We got them on camera.
It's like a whole crew of people over there.
They bring their own camera crew and everything. They some superstars right now. They killing the barber game. Joshua Trundle, what's going on, bro?
Man, nothing much, man. Long day.
Hold on, man. You know we gotta get everybody to applaud for Joshua Trundle in the building. If it worked. Yeah, the guy was working. He was going to hold the sign up. Tell us about what you do, bro.
So I'm a personal trainer, but I don't like to classify myself as just a personal trainer. Because me, myself, I feel like I'm an innovator, I'm an entrepreneur. So personal trainer just started everything.
Okay.
So I have a lot of things going on right now.
All right. What's the name of your business?
Do You Fitness.
Do You Fitness. Why you name it that?
Well, that's kind of how I go about life. I don't really listen to the naysayers. Or,
Good talking to the mic.
I don't really listen to, the naysayers. I do things my way. I block out everybody, all the negativity. I do things the way that I want to do them. They've been working out for me so far.
What kind of certifications you got to get to become a personal trainer?
It depends.
Is that like
It's a lot of different levels to it. Me, myself, I actually went to school for it, so I actually have it's called NPTI, National Personal Training Institution. Shout out to them. So like, if it was for them, I wouldn't have learned as much as I did, and I wouldn't be at the level that I feel that I'm at without all that knowledge that they given me. So, I'm knowledgeable with all the exercise science, the body moves, the way the body works. It helped a lot. But a lot of people just go online and take a test and say they're certified without going to the class and all the extra stuff. So it's different levels to it.
Okay. So, how long you been doing it? What made you want to get into being a personal trainer? What made you I know you did something else before you did this. It wasn't like you just been doing this since you went to school, or you just decided to shift into it.
I'm 24, so I haven't did
too
much. So it literally was school before this, or regular jobs here and there, 9 to 5, everything. So what made me get into it is, I've been athletic, being in sports all my life, since 5th grade to about a year or so in college. So, for me, I say after I came out of school, it was around 2013. Expanded 6 months, I wasn't doing too much of nothing. So for me, I got in the worst shape of my life. So for me, I know how it feels to be at my best shape and feeling my best, and at my worst shape. So, I decided, get into personal training to help people feel what I felt.
Okay. So what type of services do you offer? Like what type of services do you offer to help somebody to maintain a better standard of physical fitness? Why y'all laughing? I sound like I'm interviewing a young man here.
No, we do it all. I do, of course, weight loss, toning, building muscle. I have a Do You Nutrition page that offers custom meal plans. Next month I will be launching my new guilt-free dessert line called Do You Desserts. So, we all have that sweet tooth craving. So,
cheesecake?
No, it's not cheesecake. Well, right now it's a brownie. So, we all have that sweet tooth craving, so I designed something that can cure that craving. You won't feel the guilt at the end of the day. So, boxing, I have a few athletes that I train. So, I train from 18 to 70.
So how much money do you make a year?
What?
I'm just playing.
We'll go to the next question.
You gotta ask the tough questions on these shows. You gotta ask the tough questions.
So I noticed you said, go ahead.
I would say, like this, I make more now that I'm self-employed.
No, you didn't have to answer that question. That was a joke.
I'm okay. I'm doing okay.
Don't put it out there. Some of these ladies might be trying to get you for your money.
Don't put the camera on me.
I was just seeing what your reaction was going to be.
We kind of both did that at the same time. Good work. That's teamwork right there.
We saw what your reaction, like maybe you said, that ladies will be like that. We didn't say it was you.
Yeah, we didn't say it was you.
Why you so sore?
We didn't see no shovels on you,
man. So I noticed you said like you into other stuff. So what else do you do besides personal training?
Well, actually, I'm about to start real estate at the end of this month. Like I said, the guilt-free dessert line. I have the online training I support of personal training, and just doing a lot within the community, like different events and everything. Just get my name out there and help the kids. I'm gonna be doing a lot of things in the school systems. I have a program up for nurses that I'm gonna put out soon, so it's a lot of different. So I can't put everything out just yet.
Wow.
So, but I have a lot of things up and coming that I haven't put out.
So how long you been in America from Jamaica? Cause you do a lot of shit. You in Jamaica, you got all these damn jobs.
Well,
I got 3 jobs.
I work the 9 to 5, and me myself, man, I don't like listening to people. So I figured out early on that I need to make my own money and be my own boss, because I can't do it. I can't work.
If more young men were like you, working as hard as you were, it would be a better world out here. I'm just saying, man. This will make me smile type shit.
Why do you transition that? Because you say you don't like to listen to people, but being a personal trainer, I know that's getting people to listen to you. It's like that's got to be part of one of the toughest things. Like I tell you to stick to this. You're not sticking to this, you're doing everything in the gym, you go home and you eat.
You have to pay like the hard ass. Like.
I've built up a lot of patience. I said I built up a lot of patience over the years.
Has to be.
Who was some of your role models growing up that got you to be the person that you are, that got you this work ethic?
I would say my father for one. So he's a cement mason. He's been doing his own thing for as long as I can remember. He's his own boss. So I think that was really motivated me, seeing him growing up, working for himself, making his living. And my brother, he also has his own business. So he's in Atlanta right now. He's a photographer, videographer. He does it all too. So those two that motivated me growing up.
You got kids or anything like that?
No kids.
You just working hard before you go through all that. I feel you.
I'm selfish to have kids right now, so I have 2 nieces right now. I look out for them, so I love that I can give it back to her mother.
There you go.
That's how you do it.
No, that's the truth. Get rid of them. When you're tired of them, they need to go.
Exactly.
Spoil it, give them back.
You got any questions?
No, I think y'all pretty much hit the nail on the head with everything, asking all the questions and shutting me up.
All right, so I got another question. So we got this thing that we're gonna do. It's called spread the butter. And since you personal trainer and everything like that, you interact with a lot of people. You even throw your hat in there. So what we're doing is we're gonna set butter up. We're gonna get some candidates up in there. We're gonna set it up with the right guy. And if you got some people that you think might fit the credo for this young lady right here, you sit them on up here. We're gonna interview them and we're gonna get her hooked up because she needs a guy.
The credo.
I don't need a guy, and they ask you to speak up a little bit so they can hear you.
See how she's doing?
Okay, no problem.
She need a guy.
I don't need a guy. You don't know my personal business.
Oh, I know.
And I don't do hookups.
Oh, I know.
Well, we gonna hook you up anyway.
This is not a hookup. This is they're gonna be interviewed.
I told you about my personal.
We're just trying to make sure that you got the right
about my
person in your life.
business. Yeah. I'm not gonna tell you about the special person in my life.
I'm so sore.
She just so
I don't tell my business.
She's such a pessimist.
We know about that personal person in your life. He don't live around here.
He can throw his hat in too, because we still gonna do it.
Nobody don't really know him. We don't see him that much because he don't live around here. We know.
Right, ain't that how they used to do in high school? My girlfriend's in Georgia.
Her mom made her move.
We talk all the time on the internet.
That's why I don't be coming out. I be on the phone.
He's not invisible. It's just none of your business.
I know, but these internet rats are
Ain't none
just
of
so
your
high.
friends' business. Ain't none of your friends' business.
All right, man. Tell us your your social media and everything, where they can find you, how they can get in touch with you if they want to use your services. Tell us everything. Put it out there.
Social media is Do You Fitness on everything. Facebook, Instagram.
We're gonna work for it.
It's on Twitter too, but I don't really typically use Twitter too much.
Twitter is dying.
If anybody out here from Twitter, get it together, because y'all falling off the map. Y'all like with MySpace. Nobody using that no more.
Yeah, and I have 2 websites. I have, of course, doyoufitness.org is the regular website, and my online training is fit30.org.
Okay.
And I also, this Saturday, have my Fit 30 boot camp at Shaker Dance Academy. So I want to see all y'all out there sweating, working with the rest of them.
I got stuff to do.
Yeah,
I like eat. I gotta be at the barbecue.
I got to eat something. I'm eating a burger and some hot dogs.
So horrible.
You gonna be there?
I might be there.
So you ain't saying no definite though?
No, because I have to check my schedule. Y'all know I be traveling. Look, I got a lot of jobs too.
Why are you so sore?
You're the only one, right? I got a lot of jobs too.
I'm leaving here going to a job. What you saying?
Yeah, we all got a lot of jobs.
I said 2.
If you want to go, you can go.
I said 2.
If you want to go, you can go.
So we gotta go.
Just give him a positive answer. Just give him a positive answer.
Trust me, I'm a personal trainer. I hear so many stories. You don't have to lie to me.
Like, yo, hey, I don't.
Ain't neither one of us give you a positive answer. We go back here.
Right. Keep it real. That's all. Keep it real.
That ain't something I think.
So Saturday at Shaker Dance Academy.
10 o'clock.
What's the cost?
It's $5 in advance. You know, they can go to one of my social media pages. My link is on there, or it's $10 at the door. You bring 2 people, it's free.
What if they call in the show before we end?
They call in the show.
Yeah.
Any specials?
For personal training?
Like a giveaway?
No, for the dance academy.
Call into the show. I didn't get in free if they call in.
You hear that? If you call into the show today, you want to get into this workout this Saturday, he let you in free.
Can we get a
216-539-9858.
Call in right now. You can go to Shaker Dance Academy on Sunday.
You know,
Saturday.
Saturday.
Y'all do a hatred academy?
Hatred academy.
Yeah, because he's a hater and he needs some help.
I think that's another service.
Really? I control the buttons over here. Joshua, man, I thank you for coming on the show, man. We appreciate you, man. If you ever want to come back and do any type of specials or anything for the show, we talk, we promote on the show. We'd be glad to do it for you, bro. We like to help out young, talented brothers doing their thing. And you gotta stick together, man. Oh, definitely. My son, like, just 2 years younger than you, and he, trying to get his thing going. So, I appreciate that. That makes me just have hope in our black.
Stay on
the class?
What?
To go to the workout class?
No, he trying to start his own shit too.
I thought you were trying to go start the workout class.
No,
go support and work out.
No, I got stuff to do.
Like
Golden Corral. I'll just
help people. Help.
It's all right. We're going to take a quick pause for the cause, and when we come back, we got Milano in the Major League Barbershop in the building. This is The Vibe on Air, Urban City Radio. Mr. D's, the Open Mike King, Butta, PJ, shout out to Joshua Trundle, shout out to Tamika Herkley. We appreciate y'all coming, man. Y'all can stick around. Y'all can chime in. There's mics all over this piece. Y'all can chime in anytime. We really here.
The studio?
Yeah, no, over here, these 2 mics in the room.
Oh,
Call in if you want to talk. 216-539-9858. It's going down.
That's what I told you. I was like,
you back there belching the bar, we heard everything.
No, that you don't have to do.
You're so sore. Stop fighting.
I'm not fighting.
This is Stand Up with More from Cleveland's own cats, and you tune in to the Vibe.
We know what you need. You don't know what you need. You don't decide what you need. It's us.
I don't need to be upset.
We're taking care of you.
That's not what I got going.
Listen, you're the only female that we have.
Yeah, take care of you. We're not really looking for nobody.
Never seen you hold
Hello, this is Bob James. Tune in to The Vibe on Air.
Yo, Urban City Radio. You're tuned in to the Vibe on Air. Mr. Deeds, you know who I am. Mr. Deeds. We got PJ in the building, Butter. Thanks to Tamika, Herkley, Joshua Trundle, they still in the building. Right now, it's about to go down, man, because we officially got the Barber to the Stars in the building right now.
Yeah. What up?
Shout out to my man Milano. What's going on with you, man?
What's going on, boy?
You good? You good?
Living maintaining.
Yeah, man, I see you shining over there. I see your jewels hanging and shit. You know, I see you shining. What's good with you, man? Oh, you gotta get some applause, man, because you know you are the Barber to the Stars, man. You cut everybody here, man. So I gotta give you some applause right here. Shout out to Major League Barbershop, the boys in the building too. The gang of them.
Yeah, all the boys came down.
Y'all shut the shop down. Y'all shut the shop down. What's that?
Shut the shop down early on the Thursday. Came to represent, man. You already know.
That's what's up, man. You know, I know your real name, but I ain't gonna put you out there. But no, tell us your story real quick, man. You know, tell us, your modest beginnings to your uprise in the game in Cleveland.
All right, man, just out the way, boy, Harvard boy, man. You know what I'm saying? Went to Lake Erie Barber College. Did my thing. Got my barber license. Got into the game. I've been cutting since I've been like 13 years old. You know what I'm saying? Got jacked up one day at the house, went to school, smacked on the back of the head. Hey, since then it's been a wrap, you know what I'm saying?
Ain't nobody on that.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? No, and I was just hungry early in the game, got out here and did my thing and went after a couple of big names and, it paid off and, my team been on top of 8 cents.
Now, is it okay you name some of the names? Because I know some of them, but you know them better than me.
Oh yeah. I was talking to the mic.
Yeah, talking to the mic.
Got him.
Yeah.
Yeah, just run a couple off. I done did Shaq. I used to do a lot of work with Boogie and Keisha Cole, back when they was popping. Ramon Sessions, Clifton Powell, Rudy Gay. I was getting JJ and them, Darnell Jackson. A lot of the cast back then. Couple legends, Sanford Dixon, you know what I'm saying? Different people, man. I do my thing. It's really just a lot of people reached out because I ran with the whole Barber to the Stars movement. So a lot of celebrities, did it on the thing like, well, shoot, if he the Barber to the Stars, I need to be getting cut by him anyway. So,
You also cut this one famous dude I know. His name Mr. Deeds.
Mr. Deeds, yeah. Voted you up a couple times.
Right. Did you ever cut Charles Ramsey hair?
Charles, no.
I don't think anybody did.
No, Charles Ramsey with the fro.
What? Get you white girl ran to me. I knew something was wrong. Hey.
No, we ain't no homeboy. But if you find me, I'll put them together.
Somebody need to.
Please do.
Charles Ramsey, if you're listening, thank you for what you did, but your hair ain't.
Come on through to the show. We can get it done right here.
It's a dead giveaway.
Get it done.
That's what he did.
Tell us about your crew, man. We got your crew in here. You came deep.
No doubt, man. Best crew in the city, man. He's like my brothers, man. We got the man Big Quinn in the building, Big Quinn the barber. My man Eddie Hans, you know what I'm saying, the one and only, one of the, nicest in the city on the flow side also, man. Got my man Dre the barber back here, Reg the barber, and new blood, Bobby Boucher doing his thing.
Bobby Boucher.
Doing his thing crazy, you know what I'm saying? And we also got a new addition, JT the barber. Just also put him on board, so
Now I know one of your barbers left the shop recently, the young lady that was there.
Yeah, no doubt, Barber babe. She doing her thing now, She has set up with the right crew for 2 years, you know what I'm saying? Start doing the things on the designs. We wish her the best of love.
That's what's up.
That's pretty cool.
So, I want to talk to everybody, man. So, what determines a great haircut? I'm just saying, shut up, man.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
A great haircut. Well, not having no complaints, man. When you leave about a major league, man, and the first stoplight you get to, a lady look over to the right and wink at you, Or, you know, the first daycare you walk into to pick up your baby, the daycare provider like, ooh, there's something different about you. You know what I'm saying? That's what our cuts do to the people in the city. You know what I'm saying? So it's a different feel. It's a different vibe.
Now, I know you do one thing, and luckily I ain't had that happen to me because I'd have jumped out your fucking chair. The haircut with fire.
Oh yeah.
What is that, man?
Put the fire on that, man. You know, heat it up. I got that from that Kevin Hart, man. I was watching that comedy show and he was lighting the stage on fire. You know what I'm talking about? So, you know, after I do certain haircuts when I feel like it's fire, you know, I did a little hashtag haircuts on fire, and then I would, you know, spray the fire onto the haircut, man. You know, you got to go on my page and see that, man.
What he actually does, he takes a can of hairspray and has a lighter in front of it and will actually shoot fire out the motherfucking next to your head.
Fit it to blaze, man. Fit it to blaze.
You have to clean up after that.
Haircuts on fire, man.
But he hasn't burned anybody. I don't think he's gonna try to burn nobody. Everybody's safe. It's just a nice hook that he do. It's kind of slick when you see it, because he also do it in slow motion sometimes.
You already know.
Because there was one dude, he was just sitting there. I don't think he knew what was going on. He was just sitting there all cool, like. The next thing you know, he just behind him, and next thing, when the dude do like this.
Right.
So you in the industry, right? You know what I'm saying? Like just like you said, people expect perfection. You know what I'm saying? When they come get their hair cut, whatever, lineups, whatever, they want to look like, you know what I'm saying, $1 million. What's like the most difficult situation? Like, a difficult situation with somebody, give them a haircut, they're not satisfied. Like, you know what I'm saying? How do you handle that?
Well, you know what? I don't really bump into people not liking my work a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? I'm not confident in my work. It's just last time I kind of had like not a complaint, but like a concern. It was when I was this young dude that got killed on a 4-wheeler. And the family contacted me to do his hair, and I did his hair, and it was slick, and I can do crazy things with the clippers. I can do crazy things with dyes and paints and things like that. So I kind of he was a young guy, about 17 years old, and I kind of put a whole full goatee on him.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And his mother ain't never saw him like that, and his brothers ain't never saw him like that. So they get to the funeral. And it's a thing like, you know what I'm saying? They seeing their son
they
for
didn't
the
know
first
who it was
time
almost.
different. You know what I'm saying? But then, they the brother came to me and he thanked me and told me mom say she ain't never seen her baby look that beautiful. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, that's what's up.
Now I've been to a lot of different barbershops, and you get some of these people that come into barbershops and they like germaphobes, or they just like real picky. Right. Like some dudes will come in with their own Barbicide spray and everything. Right. How you deal with them?
I don't know. What y'all think, man? What y'all think?
I never had one to come in there like
what
that.
What y'all think, Bobby? What you think?
I mean, pretty much people like that, man. You just gotta come at them pretty much utmost respect, giving that little, space and
speaking to the mic, homie.
Let them know, you in safe hands. This major league, we do everything professional. Yeah. You come in here, you gonna get a clean, crisp cut. Everybody gonna treat you like 100. Right. So people like that, they tend to shy away from the conversation, tend to shy away from a lot of the alcohols, and they don't want nothing touching them. So you just be nice. You just be generous. Let everybody know that anyway you can bring your kids, you can bring your mom. Bring your dad, whoever you want to, you know what I'm saying? We'll talk to anybody, we'll cut anybody, and anybody who leave here guaranteed 100% gonna have an A1 guaranteed cut that they can take anywhere they need to get done what they need to get done.
That's what's up. I mean, like I said, it's a lot of barbers in Cleveland. It's a lot of barbers on the strip where you at. I mean, you can go up and down the league. Yeah, I mean, that's what stand y'all out, though.
Come holler at me.
What sets you apart from the rest?
Let's battle. I thought the battle.
Oh, you thought the barber battle?
Yeah, Major League. What sets apart from the rest? That's Major League. We the only barbershop do hair shows in the city. We the only barbershop that do showcases. The only other cat doing showcases now is Chris Blue. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We would like to see more of it. I'm calling them out. I'm calling the barbershops out. We do showcases. We do the battle.
And then we had our
battle.
We had our first
you know what I'm saying? I want them to battle. You know what I'm saying?
I love the competition. As far as just haircuts, like, okay, so you're saying like because you guys are good.
Mhm.
What do you do different? Do you guys do more designs in the hair? Do you
No, it's
do
just
more,
it's
like,
just
what
our
is it that
it's
sets
just our
you apart?
technique in general.
Slide the mic over to him.
Right.
You know, it's just our technique in general. I mean, you know, we're not rushing through cuts. You know, I mean, you get your time in our chair, but the quality of our cuts are just way better than what we just seen in the streets.
Okay.
You know, and I'm not just saying that because I'm here. I'm just saying that's real talk. You know, and if anybody got anything to say about that, come see me in the barbershop.
So did you guys have like a certain
Hold on,
process?
let me add one more thing too. If you check our clipper game, we got the updated clippers,
All the time.
updated blades,
All the
updated
time.
combs.
All the time.
Everything is sanitized.
All the time.
And I believe like it's really where you need to be at. I mean, I know people who've been bringing their kids up there, and their kids now bring their kids up there. So why in the tradition? I think everybody should come. Major league.
And I gotta add to y'all because I've been in the barbershop and everything. Y'all also set an ambiance too, because when you come in there, it's a different environment because you play basketball there.
Like what?
Right.
I be worried about if somebody hit the rim too hard, they gonna bounce back and hit somebody in the head while they get their hair cut.
Right.
But
Haven't happened yet.
Gotta have a jump.
Right.
You touch the ball unless you all
We just try to keep
so
it
PJ
fun,
could
man.
never go.
We just try to keep it
We get you together, man. We get you together.
Ask his sister. She know I got a jumper. I got it all in her.
Wow.
Right. You need to come with
we just try to keep it fun. We got the hoops going, we having the games going, you know what I'm saying? All the nice shows stuff playing, you know what I'm saying? We got some crazy characters up at that shop, man.
So do you guys do anything else? Wow, that was a big echo. Do you guys do anything else, or do you have any plans of extension?
Oh yeah, definitely, man. We just linked up with my man from Official Dope. You know what I'm saying? Official Dope, my man, he here with us today, man, and we definitely about to make it happen. Major League Barbershop, Official Dope Moments, man. And we gonna link up and try to get this reality show thing up off the ground and try to get, you know what I'm saying, people really to see what the world is, what the life of the barbershop is. That's, you know what I'm saying, people don't really see on an everyday basis.
And speaking of the reality show, man, you know, you was supposed to have been on one a couple times.
Yeah,
you
I've
know,
been on one.
yeah. Well, tell us about that one. I want to know about that
I
one.
did that Cedric the Entertainer's barber battle, man. It was a great experience, man. They flew me down to LA. You know what I'm saying? I competed on the show with the top 30 barbers in the world, man, and I represented for the city. I was shining, Jewels was shining, you know what I'm saying? The Beijing was right, you know what I'm saying? We was looking good, I was representing, you know what I'm saying?
It's funny because when y'all first came in, I was gonna have y'all do like a skit like Birdman when y'all come here first, but I decided not to because
respect on it. Respect on it, you already know.
So do all you guys just like do appointments? Are you up there now, or you just do like that? Can we do walk-ins?
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, we do have a few of the barbers that work off appointments only. Then we do have a few of the barbers that, you know what I'm saying, just handle walk-ins, and a few of the barbers that, you know, do a little remote. But, you know what I'm saying, everyone's welcome, man. Everyone's welcome. Come check us out, 3831 Lee Road, right across from Sharks. I know y'all know what Sharks is. The Polish boy crazy, this Cleveland, Ohio. So,
shout out to my cousin Ronita.
Right, come eat good, come check us out, come get a nice lineup, nice cut. Nice razor on you, something like that, and you know, you already know.
So do you have a base number, or does everyone have their own individual lines to connect?
Yeah, with a shop number 216-752-HAIR. 752-HAIR. You know what I'm saying? That's easy to remember.
Social
Everybody
media?
got their own IGs and Instagrams. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their Instagrams and stuff like that. I'm sure they want to shout out.
Yeah, let's get them shouted out. Everybody shout it out.
Man, at Barber to the Stars on everything. You know what I'm saying? Barber number 2 to the Stars. You already know.
You know what I'm saying? This is Bobby Boucher. You can get at me 216-551-5989 anytime. 24 hours a day.
Right.
I'm cutting. You need it. I got you.
It's your boy, Big Queen of Barber, Cleveland's finest, aka Blessed Hands. I'm in the building. You can hit me up the same way. Instagram, Facebook, Big Queen of Barber, 3831 Lee Road. I'm there 7 days a week. I'm hollering at your boy.
No doubt, no doubt. It's your boy Eddie Hands, aka the Hands of the City. You know how we do it out there. You know what I'm saying? Any number with a 216, you get in contact with me. Y'all know I ain't hard to find, so.
Any number with a 216. What about y'all two back there? Y'all chilling?
No shout outs, no Instagram, Facebook.
Y'all want to hit the mic? You gotta come up to the mic.
Yeah, man.
Shout out your stuff. How they catch
Barber 216-926-5358.
Ladies, man, hit up Reg the Barber, man. We got a dating show going on with Reg the Barber 2. It's coming soon, man.
We got a dating show too. We trying to spread some butter.
No, we not.
We trying to spread some butter.
25 ladies, we looking for y'all to get with Reg, man. Let's get with it, man.
Dre the Barber. Y'all can hit me up 216-256-4114. Or you can come to me every day because I haven't been off in about 3 months. I'm here every day. I'm grinding hard. So if you want to cut, you want to look right, come see me.
That boy sound like a young Barry White on
I was about to say though. He sound like JT the bigger figure. He's like, yeah, I ain't left the shop in 3 months. I'm in this bitch right now. This is a hologram. Hey, we got a couple minutes real quick before we gotta go. I want to get Eddie Hands on here to do a quick freestyle. You know, I hosted a show back in the day, and he was one of the people on there, and he did his thing, man. So.
man. It is, man. Man, matter of fact, everybody at the league rap, man. Y'all gotta come witness this, man. Come by there like on a Friday.
You guys like
man.
perform while you're
like
cutting
freestyle
hair?
Friday. Yeah, I got a stage there and everything. You gotta see it.
You get a show when you come in.
You gotta see it, man.
You get a show when you come in MLB.
Come on, man.
Hands is in the building.
What y'all want, a 16?
Yeah. We want 100.
A 16.
Go to your time, man.
We got 6 minutes, so get it in.
6 minutes. Let's go.
6 minutes freestyle.
6 minutes. 6 minutes. 6 minutes, Hands, nigga. You
I
on?
say, my mind's in Miami. My body's on the plane. I can hear the hot mommies screaming out my name. Gators on my feet. I'm walking all over the game. And I son you baby boys like my name was Ben Rain.
Yeah.
Money talk. What them Benjamins saying? I got money in the air. Waiting for a player. I know what she's saying, but I ain't trying to talk. I'm sitting in my chair and I ain't trying to walk. I say, when I come through, it's never on the late side. But you can catch me 9th Street out on Lakeside, walking through the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and just showing her a couple sights, couple things, and she just want her eyebrows arch. It ain't a thing. We slide up the league road to the major league. I introduce her to Bobby on my sleeve. Or could it be Quinn? That's what you need to meet. Or could it be Milano? We own the major league. Or could it be Reg? We just call Reggie G. Could it be Dre? I know him from the street. Cause we've been out here using these clippers since '93. I don't wanna go too far back. I'm just trying to show y'all where I'm at. Cleveland is the land and we on the map. 216. Yes indeed, Mr. D's. Time for me to lead. MLB.
Yeah, that's what's up right there.
That's what's up.
The slow clap. That's called the slow clap.
What just happened?
It's not an automatic button.
No,
We gonna thank y'all to come out, man, for coming out, man. Don't leave yet, cause I gotta do some little Pablo shit with y'all.
Shout it out one more time. We need everybody to know what
Major League Barbershop.
3831 Lee Road, man. Major League Barbershop, right across from Shark Seafood, man. Come check us out. Come check us out.
He need to do more radio for y'all.
Yeah, Dre with the Barry White voice, man.
That's your commercial drop right there.
Wait a minute.
Right
Hey,
there.
know that when you're looking for a cut, no matter what day it is, we always open. Come get it. Come spend with us.
Probably gonna be open on Sunday.
I'll let y'all know something too else. Y'all guys with these crooked lineups, or y'all trying to grow y'all lineups back, y'all want to look nice for y'all events, you know, Sunday church, y'all got places to go. Y'all make sure y'all call one of these numbers. It's very important because we know how important it is for y'all to start y'all day. And I have people come to me and say, man, my wife won't even let me in the house because I ain't called you. And I was like, man, you know, ain't nothing personal about what you do. You know what I'm saying?
Wait a minute, she won't let him in the house.
Won't let him in the house.
That's bad.
And he get that haircut and he keeps sweat. I said, man, keep sweat. Stop begging after one of these major leagues.
Hey, sweetest day coming, y'all. Come see it. Sweetest day is. What is sweetest day?
It's in October.
October something.
October.
It's that day. It's that day that the women think they're supposed to get somebody, they're supposed to be doing shit for us.
Right. Sweetest day.
Pretty much.
Yeah, but
Anybody got any doubts about?
I don't know why you looking at me. I ain't ready. Nobody.
Yeah,
give it up to Major League Barbershop, man, and Milano and the crew, man. We appreciate y'all coming out, man. We got 2 minutes left on the show, so we got to do our shout outs real quick. PJ, go ahead.
Man, I don't even know. Shout out to everybody. Everybody that's been listening. Shout Major League out. Y'all see these fine young gentlemen up in the building doing their thing. Y'all come holler at them, see what's up. They giving out them major cuts. And I mean, they said it. They said it. If anybody got any, bring it to them. So, I mean, that's the challenge right there. If you ain't going to put
You
up.
say you want to battle?
If you ain't going to put up a shut up. That's what I'm going to say.
Shout out to Official Dope over here behind me, too, filming the whole thing.
Official Dope Moment.
Official Dope Moments. I'm sorry. I cut a word out. Official Dope Moments back here doing this thing. But shout yourself out.
Shout out to Jamil Levine, the one who makes the prom dresses. Good job, young homie, and hope you keep up the great work. Keep making them prom dresses. And shout out to all the tight shoe time and V-neck, no sleeve sweater vest wearing, mountain shoe wearing people out there need to sit their ass down. If ain't nobody told you.
What word she used?
If ain't
She
nobody
said nigga.
told you,
She
if
was talking
ain't
about me the
nobody-
whole show.
If ain't nobody told you, I love you.
That's fucked up. Yo, this is the Vibe on Air Urban City radio station. Mr. D's the Open Mic King. You can check us out every Thursday, 7:30 to 9:30 on YouTube by subscribing to The Vibe on Air. Check us out on Facebook at The Vibe on Air. If you want to know our Instagram, yes. We'll be back next Thursday, 7:30, 9:30. Thanks for coming in. Shout out to Milano, the whole crew at Major League. Shout out to Joshua Herkley, Tamika Herkley, and Joshua Trundle. We'll be back soon. If you missed our show today, you can catch it again by going to YouTube and checking out The Vibe on Air.
And check out Butter, Scratch by Butter. Check out my glass work, my artwork. You can't get it nowhere else.
And if you don't want your barbershop owners all in your flyers.
I used to be a knucklehead out boosting. Now I'm in the store screaming bread, just choosing. Matching all my fits with the building the shoes is. I know I'm gonna get a lot of eyes and oozes. Flyer than who you can try, but you're losing. We flyer than the crew on the Enterprise cruise ship. Flyer than working many on that 9 new shit. Hands is doing well, I'm on my shy move shit.
Yeah. Peace, y'all. We'll be back next week. This is The Vibe on Air. We out.
No doubt, that was fun.
I worked the shutdown. Just shut down.